Exeter City versus Burton Albion. My thoughts, team lineup, and score prediction for the game. Of course, as I stand by what I said from the Wickham reaction, it was simply not good enough second half, and we need to bounce back. It is as simple as that. So yeah, the team lineup for this game, in my opinion, that we should play: in goal, Dudek; left wing back, Lofthouse; left centre back, Hartridge; centre back, Jasper Moon; right centre back, Van Kooten; right wing back, Malife; CDM/centre mid role for George Evans, and in centre mid CDM role as well as for Krubali; in the cam role, Andy Cannon; and up front, Fabio Tavares and Tyree Shade. So yeah, of course there is those changes. Of course, we'll talk about, obviously, Brad Collins coming out and Dudek in for him. Personally, I'm just going to be real. If he makes another blunder, because obviously he's done 3 so far, and don't be wrong, I've said he's a great guy, got nothing against him and everything, but imagine he does another one, that all hell will break loose. And I just think, for the sake of his confidence, he needs to maybe sit a game or 2 out, depending on, how Dudek does. And yeah, I just think it's for the best interests of Brad that he doesn't play in this game. Don't be wrong, if he does, I wouldn't be surprised if he saved us in it, where he made some good saves. But at the same time, for me, it's just too risky. His confidence might be low after that last game. And yeah, I'm not going to knock him while potentially he's down. But yeah, I think he just needs to, rejuvenate himself a bit and go from there. But he might have done that already. But I just think Dudek should be in this game. Sibic comes out for me. I thought he wasn't the worst performer in the last game at Wickham, but he's still not good enough in my opinion. And I trust Kyron Lofthouse at a left wing back role more so than Sibic. So, and he's proved he's good in the position on the right wing back, so he could definitely do on the left wing back for me. And yeah, I've obviously moved in because of that. Malife to right wing back. Don't get me wrong, he's brilliant at the back. I stand by it. He's the best centre back at the club, even though he can play right back and right wing back as well. But I think we need to utilise him there. About bombing forward and stuff is very good. So, and when we are obviously defending against obviously Exeter, he can easily defend as well. So yeah, centre backs obviously, yeah, Moon comes in with Van Kooten and Hartridge at the back. So yeah, I think it needs must. Krubali in for Chalk. For, as I say, Chalk weren't great against Wickham, like I said in the match reaction in the last video. Do not blame him though. Bowyer come out in the last press conference after the game, after the Wickham game, and said he is knackered. So if he's that knackered, give him a game off. Simple as that. Krubali's good enough. Bowyer said in his exact words that he trusts Suleiman Krubali, so play him. It's as simple as that. Obviously, Parra and Evans, and then I just think obviously Cannon, but I feel like he will go McKinnon. This is just my obviously team line I think we should play. But I would also give Jake Beasley a rest. I think he could be a real threat in the second half for Exeter. So I would start Tavares. He got that goal away at Luton. And yeah, hopefully he can kick on from that. I think he's been not too bad coming off the bench in the last couple of games. And yeah, he's very good pals with Tyree Shade at the club. And he's a must to start in this game. I don't want to see Tyree Shade on the bench or anything like that. I stand by it from the match reaction video. He is the best player at the football club. And I stand by it. I really do. So, yeah, that is my team lineup for this game. Obviously, head-to-heads between the two sides. 23 been played. We've won 10. They've won 9. And, yeah, the rest of those, obviously, 4 draws. So, interesting one. Close in the head-to-heads. However, this is a must-win game. I don't want to hear excuses after the game. I don't want to hear anything. If we genuinely are unlucky and we draw or we just somehow lose and it's a very unlucky, fair enough. But if it's poor, this is a must-win game. The points down there at the bottom in League One is too much. And yeah, I will not be happy with anything less than 3 points, especially with Exeter's form. They haven't won since they played Port Vale back in January. So yeah, their form coming into this game is shocking. They've got problems going on at the club and we need to capitalise on that. It's as simple as that. So like I say, 3 points, I won't be happy. Obviously, unless it's valid, genuine reason. So there we go with that. Do I think we will win? I want to say I think we do. But for some reason, I just can't separate the two sides. But I think we should win. And if we do win, I'll call it here and now. It'll be over down to one of these three players: Tyree Shade, first player that comes to my mind, Andy Cannon, or Jake Beasley. One of those three. So we will see. We will see. But yeah, with all that being said, my score prediction for this game, as I say, can't really separate the two sides. I wouldn't. The only way I'll be fairly okay-ish with this result is if we are genuinely unlucky in the game because of whatever reasons. So my score prediction is Exeter City 1, Burton Albion 1. And yeah, that Wareham to score for Exeter, whatever his name is. Maybe I haven't pronounced the name right, but I don't care. To be honest, honestly, I am still annoyed after the Wickham away result in the end. The way we capitulated and the way we lost in the second half, like I said in the reaction, was a way of losing. So yeah, my goal scorer for Burton Albion, I think it's obvious, in it, Tyree Shade. So yeah, 1-1. Won't be happy with it. We need to win. It's a must win. If we lose, if we draw and results don't go our way, we could really be in the shit. So we could really be back in the proper dogfight. And I think we could easily climb away from it. And I think we've got a very underrated squad. And that is why I'm annoyed, quite honestly. I've calmed down a lot since the Wickham game. But obviously talking about this now in this preview and thoughts, team lineup, score prediction, we need to win. And I don't want to hear excuses unless it's a genuine reason. So yeah, going down to the game, obviously, tomorrow, hopefully we'll win. And yeah, up the fucking Brewers. So I have to say, so yeah, come on.